you will not manage your money, others will come and manage it. Have you ever seen the scenario in your life when you had a lot of money at some point of time and somehow you were not able to sustain those money? So it is not about making the money, it is about managing the money. Each and every one of us have gone through the phase when we had some amount of money, but we just wasted all of those. Now, in this particular session, I'm going to share with you how you will be able to manage your money, especially in terms of stock market. The beauty of this particular thing is why you should do it. So those are some of the important nuggets which we are going to give it. If you have not liked, subscribe to this particular channel, I will suggest you please go and subscribe to this particular channel. You are going to get some amazing pointers to work on. Let's directly dive in and understand which are the places where you will be able to trade or invest. So these are the different places where you can do the trading investment. One of the places is called mutual fund, which is a very popular thing. I think you might be knowing it. You can do the SIP sort of things, which are so popular. You can go ahead with the real estate is one of the option. Then commodity is one of those. We do have the stocks, ETFs, bonds, and wealth management. Now, the question is why stock market? Even if you are having so many different sort of instrument where you can put the money in, but why stock market? So there are some of the reason behind why. Let me talk you through the different asset classes and what are the challenges which are there with the asset classes. Let's quickly jump into the different asset classes. So these are the different places where you will be able to put the money in, as we have discussed. Now let's compare the equity with all the remaining asset classes. Let's think that you want to work with equity. Okay. And along with that, we want to see what are the pros and cons with all the different sort of instruments which are available in the market. The first and foremost thing is, if you see here, the real estate. I will just randomly pick some of the asset classes. So currently, if you see here, we are comparing with all the 5 asset classes. Equity, the stock market, the equity cash, you can think about derivatives, future and options also are included. We are talking about this fixed income. We do have the real estate, commodities, and cash. Now, real estate is a very good place where you can invest your money, but there are challenges. What are the challenges? It is going to beat your inflation very easily. So if the inflation rate is 5 to 6%, it is going to beat easily. If you look into the other, volatility is very high. To do good in stock market, you have to volatility another game altogether. But here we are talking about the real estate. So in real estate, the volatility challenge in real estate is going to be very low. You want to buy or sell, you might not get the second party or third party. So it is very illiquid. You have to work to get your real property. You cannot invest with small amount. If you are in a place like Bangalore, you need at least 1 crore amount to get started with real estate. If you want to start with the small amount real estate. Now, what are the another options? You cannot invest every single month and year. If you have put the money in real estate, you just need to hold for longer. You cannot buy and sell any point of time. You cannot buy and sell every month also. And complexity is also very much. If you're starting your journey in real estate, you have to do a lot of research and then only you will be able to do good in real estate. So basically, if you compare with all the other asset classes, you will be finding a lot of the challenges. If you look into the stock market, is the best place to work on. Why? Because it is going to beat the inflation very easily. That is one of the simplest thing. If you go and see the history of stock market, it has always beaten the inflation. Okay, so if your time horizon is more than 5 years, always every single year it has beaten those inflation. Only problem is volatility, which will be comparing in some time. But if you see here, the liquidity is very high. What does this liquidity means? Whenever you want to buy or sell your stocks, those sellers or buyers will always be available. And now, in comparison with real estate, that means you cannot buy or sell any point of time. But in stock market, you will be able to do it at any point of time. You will be able to start your journey with small amount also. So if you are having maybe 250 rupees, you can get started with stock market. Now, the good thing is you will be able to do really well by doing some sort of SIP. So you have the option to put the money every single month or year. It is something like any of the month you felt that I got some extra money this month. Okay, so it can be 2,000, it could be 5,000, it could be 10,000, it can be 1 lakh also. Now, whenever you get some extra money, we can utilize those money to invest. But real estate, you cannot do it. You must have all the money in one shot. And all the other asset classes are almost the same. The good thing is, if you look into the tick box, stock market complexity is also very average. So if you look into the tick, which we have discussed right now on the pointers, return potential, it is going to beat the inflation. Liquidity is very high, which is a good thing for us. You can start with small amount also, and of course you can do every single month and year. Only challenge in stock market is going to be the volatility. What happens, the in stock market the price will be keep on going ups and down crazily. If you really want to do good, you got to know how to manage the volatility, so which is one of the challenge. So basically, if you compare with all the other asset classes, all the other asset classes will have so many challenges, but stock market you just need to deal with one challenge, which is managing the volatility. Let's quickly jump into the topic right now. So as we have discussed that today we are going to discuss why to trade or invest in stock market. So the first and foremost reason why to trade or invest in stock market is wealth generation. How many of you have seen the scenario? We always curse our last generation, or maybe we always curse our grandparents or some that they have not utilized their money. No, would you like to hear the same sort of words from your children and grandchildren? If you don't want to hear the word, then you must know how to generate the wealth. And stock market is the best place where you can generate the wealth so that your future generation can enjoy. The next one is called passive income. Stock market is the best place where you can have some passive income source. Whenever your passive income is becoming the active income, that is the time when you can think of it is a one of the vehicle by which you would like to ride for your lifetime. If you look into the other places, let's think that you are working with some sort of companies, or maybe you are a business owner, or maybe you are a homemaker. Would you agree with me that if you are having some passive income source, then it is going to help you a lot, some sort of side hustle which you can utilize to run your home? Then stock market is the best place because you will be able to generate some passive source of income which will be helping you to go through your life very smoothly. Okay, so in case maybe the primary income is not able to help you out, in that case the passive income will come into picture, and these are going to help, and both of those should go side by side. So in case if your passive income is there but main income is not there, you will be struggling. And if you're having the main income and passive incomes are not there, again this is a struggle. So both of those should go hand by hand. The next one is going to be the retirement planning. How many of you have seen the scenario? If you talk about different sort of individuals, so if I'll take about myself, I'm 88 born. I was supposed to get my retirement during 2014, but I left my job on almost 20 years back. How? Because I was able to plan my retirement from the beginning itself. So from the day one when I was working with the companies, I was some sort of planning. If you really want to do good in stock market or maybe in your life, you got to plan your retirement very, very rigorously. Stock market is going to help you to get the retirement done easily in the less span of time, or maybe early retirement is the best word for it. Diversification benefit. Let's think that you're having a lot of money in real estate, maybe gold, commodity, other asset classes. Now, stock market can be a diversification place where you can put some sort of money. You will be able to use those benefit whenever the other asset classes are not doing well. This is one of the benefit what most of the people go for. The next one is going to be the most one, legacy building. Let's think that if you go ahead with different sort of individuals which are there. So if you want to see those Warren Buffett, okay, if you go ahead with Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, who is called Warren Buffett of India. Now, if you look into the way how they were able to build their legacy, which is so popular, and the way how they have strategized, if you really want to build the legacy, then stock market can be the best place where you will be able to do it. The next one is called hedge against inflation. Now, if you go and try to see the inflation, which is so huge, or maybe the rapid growth in inflation we have seen. Now, if you go to the education inflation right now, it is 16% approximately. That means every year your education, if you are taking care of your education of your kid, or maybe or your next generation, or of it can be for yourself also, every single year you have to pay 16% more amount than what was there in the previous year. This is the statistics what he's talking about. But if you go ahead with a normal bank, they cannot give 16% return. They will be giving you 5 to 6% return, which is not a good number for you. The next one is called income generation. So let's think that you want to run your home. So before jumping into that, we must know the difference between the wealth and the income. If you want to generate the wealth so that your next generation can enjoy, that is called wealth. And if you want to generate some sort of money so that your home can run, that is called income. So stock market is the best place where you can have some sort of strategy to work on. It can be the part of your, the swing trading, or if you want to do some sort of intraday trading, or maybe you want to have the short term trading also, which can be a good income generation techniques. Okay. The next one is called the participation in economic growth. India is currently a developing country. Very soon, within just 15 to 20 years, we will be expecting the India to be the developed country. Now, when you come after 15 years and think that I want to invest in India, you are very late till that particular time. So currently, the India is growing. It is in the growth phase. So this is the best time where you can invest in the growth of India. The next one is called Plan B. Currently, the scenario is AI has taken whole world with a storm. Statistics says that in next 5 years, 60 to 70% job cut will be there in bigger companies. Now, are you ready to have those Plan B? Do you have your Plan B? If you do not have Plan B, then stock market can be the best place for you to have those Plan B, so that in case if there is some sort of issue will come into picture, stock market can take care of your whatever the regular incomes are. So these are some of the very important pointers which we have discussed right now. Before jumping into the what next, let me just quickly recap. So income generation is the best way why you should come into stock market. Passive income, retirement planning, diversification benefit, legacy building, hedge against inflation, income generation, participation in economic growth, and of course you want to create some Plan B. Now what next? If you are not started your trading and investment journey, please get started. Because if you are having only Plan A, it is going to be very difficult when your age will be 50 or 60. So if you don't want to get stuck when your age will be 50 or 60, this is one of the biggest problem what most of the senior citizens are stuck right now. The way how it happened is they kept the money in the bank, and bank has given them the return of 5 to 6%. Now bank, they have taken their money and they are utilizing other places, something like stock market or maybe the different sort of instrument which are there available. Senior citizens, they thought that I am boss because I am the highest salary earner. But unfortunately, what happened? They got the return of 5 to 6%. The most challenging phase currently for the senior citizens are because they have kept the money in the bank. So they were able to get those 5 to 6% return, which was not able to beat the inflation. If you really want to have some passive source of income, if you want to go ahead with the pace of the market, or maybe you want to go ahead with the pace of the growth of India, then stock market is the best place for you. Get started with stock market as early as you can. Okay, superb. So we usually have a lot of discussion regarding the investment and trading, and we have got so many strategies, something like if you start with the Make It Swing, MIB, and there are so many strategies. So if you want to know more about it, please click on the link below, which will be there in the description section. I look forward to seeing inside my community where we just work on all the 9 pointers which we have discussed. Please share your learnings on this particular video, comment, give me a thumbs up, hit the like emoticon, and of course, subscribe to this particular channel, and we will be coming up with the new video. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. Happy investment, happy trading, happy learning.